Good Sunday morning, everybody. Come on in. It's Party Central again. Uh, the 1st of November was Kerron's birthday. That's Tansy's oldest son. And today is guess whose birthday? Norrek. Okay, so of course, as you know, I cook Sunday dinner for all the children and grandchildren and any friends and neighbors that managed to get in that deep with us. Okay, so here we go. I'm showing you this because I'm gonna do this is like a couple of chuck roasts in this pan here. I'm gonna cook them for about 3 hours, let them get just falling apart cooked. Then I'm gonna pull them apart further. I'm gonna add some barbecue sauce to them, so it's gonna be pulled beef barbecue, and that's gonna be served on a bun. Okay, so I'm starting here first because I got to get this stuff in the oven, and then I'm going to come back and show you how I'm going to do the rest of the meal. This is just one of the meats on the menu. So hold on, and I'll be right back. I need to get this in the oven now. I've not put any water in it. Of course, you see onions on top. You see all my usual seasonings in there. The black pepper, the complete seasoning, garlic powder, onion powder, that liquid steak sauce seasoning, all of that. Just put it on there to your heart's desire. Now this is about, let's see, I think this is 6 pounds of beef, and when we get it done, it'll be about almost 7 pounds once I get all the other ingredients chopped up and put into it. So for right now, let me go ahead and get this in the oven. Real simple thing to make. You've made chuck roast before. It's just like you cook your chuck roast. Get it real done, pull it apart, and then add the barbecue sauce. Either make your own or look. I'm using Sweet Baby Ray's today because I got lots of stuff to cook. Sweet Baby Ray's, as you know, is a great barbecue sauce. So anyway, let me get this meat in the oven, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm wrapping it really tight with some foil. I'm not going to put any water in it because I don't need a lot of juice off this. I just need it good and done. But just make sure you use some nice heavy foil and put it in there. 350 degrees for about 3 hours, and it ought to be falling apart. So be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and I'm moving right on to the next meat that's going to be on the menu today. These are those porterhouse pork chops. I didn't really realize that when I was purchasing them, but I bought these from Sam's Club, and they are huge. Look at that. That's why they call them porterhouse. It's the way they're cut. So what I'm going to do, what I intended to do anyway, I'm going to put some on the grill. I got my grill cleaned up and getting ready to fire it up. And just as soon as I get these chops seasoned, I've already cleaned them up. So what I got to do now, these are huge pieces of meat. I had no idea they were that big, but they were packaged, beautifully packaged, and just made me want to purchase them. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to put the big pieces on the grill, and then of course I wanted to fry some of this. I didn't want to, how every once in a while you have to have a piece of good old pork chop fried up. So I'm going to fry some. So what I'm going to do, let me show you a little trick here of the way I'm going to do a little something that I just thought of as I was getting ready to cook. I thought this meat is so huge. Let me get some paper towel. I was thinking to myself, this meat is huge. Right there. I need to wipe my hands here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make some medallions. I'm going to make some pork medallions, and they're good for, like, if you want to put a little of that Thai sauce or that chili sauce on them, or just put some hot sauce on them with some butter, as Kareem likes to do. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my cooking scissors, and I'm going to cut some medallions out of here. And where I'm going to get my medallions from is right here. This is gonna be a small one, but I mean we're gonna get it anyway. And then the rest, the big part is that's a small medallion, but I'll have some bigger ones. I'm gonna put them over there separately, so I'll figure it out. Now some of these pieces of meat are looking like pork steak, but that's fine because I'm gonna tell you when I get through seasoning it up, it won't matter. I'm just gonna, since I got my scissors out here, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off some of that little fat there. Okay. Some of them got a little piece of fat, not too bad though. I don't want too much going on that grill though. That's why I'm gonna go ahead and cut, because if you have a lot of fat on that grill, you have the whole neighborhood be smoked up and trying to burn. So I'm gonna go ahead, and if I was frying this, I'd fry up all that fat part, but I'm just gonna take my scissors. See how, please buy you some, even if it's regular scissors, and just use them only for cutting meat. Okay? So we're just gonna get something going here. Let me get me a plate here. I'm just gonna put all those little pieces I'm cutting off. I'm gonna put them on that plate there and move it. Just move it right over here. Y'all see, you know what? My girlfriend Barb always says that when she hits the lottery, she's gonna have me a house built with this great big old kitchen. I told her, don't be no small favors. I've spent most of my life cooking in a small kitchen, so it doesn't really bother me. Even though at times it'd be, better if you had a bigger kitchen, but honey, I ain't sweating it. Barbara likes a big old kitchen. Okay, that's the way she was raised. I was raised in a small kitchen. Now see that big old piece of meat there? That piece of meat there is just huge. So I'm gonna make another medallion. I'm gonna go around there, and I'm gonna make a nice one. That's a nice one. So that part's going to be fried. And these are just going to be laid on the grill. See there? Okay. Let's get these off to the side. But that's basically what I wanted to show you. If you get big old cuts of meat, if you ever go to Sam's Club to buy their pork chop, this is what you're going to get. Because they got what you call those porterhouse. And some of the restaurants, in fact, we went to a restaurant the other night, and they serve porterhouse pork chops. And that's what they are. So I'm just going to go ahead and continue to cut these. And I think you get the gist of it. Just cut those, it's basically cutting those end parts off to make those medallions. That's what I'm going to call them, pork chop medallions. So we're going to have fried medallion. Now I'll get a big one off of that because the way that's cut. See that? That's a good size one. And now that looks like just a regular chop. Get that little fat off of there. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue to do this. And the only other thing I'm going to do to them, I'm going to season them up. And I'm going to let them marinate for a little while. And then I'm going to go outside and get them on the grill. When I get on the grill, I'll let you see. Grill chops are wonderful. How many of y'all know that? Whew. Okay. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to continue to cut these medallions off of here. And so I got to get going here. It's like 9:30. We're not gonna eat till like 5. I thought I'd get a head start on it today, so I wouldn't be in this kitchen right up to the last minute. I don't want to be in here right up to the last minute. I want to be where I can relax and enjoy my children. So anywho, y'all, hang in there for me, and I'm gonna go and move to the next thing. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go, y'all. I got these pork chops all seasoned up. Now these are the ones that's gonna go onto the grill. And what I've done, I've made up a little bit of marinade to go on that I'm going to baste them with as I cook them. And as you can see, I'm rubbing the seasonings in so that they feel that love and that care. So they came out pretty nice. These are nice looking. And what I've done is just put some of that basting seasoning in the bottom of my pan over here. I'm going to lay them in there and let them marinate for about an hour before I put them onto the grill. And then as I'm cooking them, I am going to continuously baste them with that marinade that I made up to put on them. And what I'm going to do is just turn them over and over in this pan here. Get a little bit of that basting on there. I don't want to get too much because I'm going to be basting. But you got to, make sure everything's seasoned up real good. And like I said, I use all my usual seasoning, my black pepper complete seasoning. That seasoning that I made up with 2 cups of it, the fourth cup of everything. Garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, black pepper, chicken bouillon seasoning, and beef bouillon seasoning. Whatever I had in the cabinet when I was making it up. And then, of course, that complete seasoning has everything in it. So just rub them up real good and make them feel part of the party. And then I've got my little medallions over there. I am going to season them in the same way. So these pork chops that's going on the grill, they are ready to do what they're going to do. And I'm just going to get them out of the way because I've got my other got these over here, and I'm just gonna, all the same meat, I can dump them so there's no cross-contamination there. It's the same meat. So my medallions, I ended up like 20 pieces about like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and season them up. When I get them seasoned up, I'm gonna let them marinate for a little bit, and I'm gonna fry them later on this evening. So I'll stick them in the fridge real nice and tight, and just let them marinate. But these pork chops, I'm going to get them on the grill here shortly. So I'm going to keep this train moving, y'all. So I will be back in a little bit. I'm back, moving on to the next thing. We got baked beans on the menu. I'll give you the complete menu when I get everything all settled in. Okay, baked beans. I've got I've thrown my can out. Bush's baked beans, a big can that feeds 24, I think it is. Okay, I doctor them up. They're good beans, but I like to doctor them. I need a little bit more sugar in them, and I need some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce in them. So, to what already is in them, I'm going to add, you got it, a cup of brown sugar. My folks like them nice and sweet. I mean, we figure you're going to eat baked beans, eat them right. So, anyway, it's just that simple. Just stir up some more brown sugar in them. Put some extra barbecue sauce in. I'm going to hit it with a couple tablespoons of mustard. And that's going to give it that little sweet and sour tangy taste that we all like. So hold on. I'm kind of rushing a little bit here, y'all. Forgive me. It's like 1:48. Time is good, but I just want to be able to get done ahead of time because I got an extra lot of folk coming today. This is Kerron's company and family here. So we're going to have quite a few in here today, I would imagine. If not, that's fine. I can look forward to leftovers. But I think that's wishful thinking. So anyway, all you have to do with these baked beans here is you can see that mustard, the ketchup, the brown sugar, mix them up really good. And we're going to run these through the oven. And this pan is big, but I think it's a little bit much. When you have a pan like this and they come up to the sides like that, bend them up on the side. And I'm gonna double pan this also. I should have done it to begin with, but I didn't, so I can still do it. So just turn the edges up on that pan, and that'll give you that little extra room that you need so it doesn't spill all out in the oven. Okay. So again, all I'm doing here, y'all, mixing them up. Do y'all notice I got some good new cooking utensils? Tansy and I, or rather Tanya and I were out last night, and we went in Sam's Club. You know, if you know Sam's Club, you know that certain times of the year they get certain things in. So they had these nice utensils, and I had just said before I left home after Tanya said, "Mom, your metal things make too much noise." So I thought, well, I don't use wooden and I don't use that old flimsy plastic. I said, as soon as I can find some of this hard plastic like this here, I'll buy some. So lo and behold, we go into Sam's Club. They had the whole 5-piece set on sale for like $11. So anywho, as long as I can keep up with this set, y'all, when I'm cooking, y'all won't have to hear no more of the clanging. So for those who was being driven crazy by the clanging, it's over. See how I look out after y'all? I know some of y'all don't like it, but thank y'all for tuning in anywho. Okay. So, I'm just going to make sure. Oh, look, this is my cup. I had that much still in that cup. That was not a complete cup full, so one whole cup full. Okay. Now the other thing, I'm going to chop up some pieces of margarine in there. Y'all know I'm the queen of zhuzh when it comes to cooking. I want all the extra flavor I can get, so I'm just going to sit that butter right there. I've invested in those little bowls too. They come in really handy when you have a lot of ingredients, and I'm cooking a lot of food here today, so. And I'm just giving y'all snippets of what I'm cooking, and hopefully you can pick up on what I'm doing based on how I'm presenting it to you, because I really cannot just show you step by step every single thing that I'm doing, because we got a big menu. I'm going to attempt to do some chew bread here today, too. Kerron loves chew bread, so I'm going to try to do some chew bread. When that butter melts down, I'll go ahead and stir it in to the beans. Okay. So, just place it like that for right now. I'm going to get it into the oven here. I got to get this food cooking because I got a lot of stuff to put in the oven. And I need these beans going to cook so I can get them out. Because I got mac and cheese, of course, you know. In fact, today I'm going to do shrimp mac and cheese. I think I've done that one time before, maybe. But that's what we're doing today. So I'm getting ready to put these baked beans into the oven. 1 hour. So hold on. Okay, here we go, y'all. Remember 3 hours ago? I put that roast in. It's done now. I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, pour that juice off, and I'm just going to pull it apart and get the barbecue sauce going. So the pulled barbecue beef is almost done, y'all. I'm rolling. Hold on. Okay, so here we go here on the stove, y'all. I had to do some of this stuff ahead without putting it on the camera from scratch. But we've done lima beans many times before. So here we go with the lima beans here. They are cooking really good. I've had them on now for maybe about an hour, good hour. Lima beans need to cook about an hour and a half. This is all 4.5 pounds of lima beans. I use 10 cups of water. I put in 5 chicken bouillon cubes. And then I put this cured piece of ham bone in there and just boiled it right along. And it just gives that good old-fashioned flavor to those lima beans. So these are frozen lima beans that I've used. They work well. I don't know, for some odd reason, lima beans this year have not been all that plentiful. And I had to actually pick through a few of these. So I need to read up and see if something's going on with the lima bean crop. But this is one of Kerron's favorite veggies, so I decided to cook up some lima beans. So there's the lima beans, and they're just about ready. I'm just going to let them simmer there a little bit longer, make sure they're nice and tender, and that they form that gravy that we like in our lima beans. Okay, so there's the lima beans. They're almost done. Cover them back up, and we're going to keep it moving. Okay. I can turn these all the way down on low now, just let them simmer and let that thick broth form in that pot. And then I'm going to go outside now, and we're going to look at these chops that's on the grill. Let's go see what's going on the grill, y'all. Okay, out the back door. I decided I wanted to. I think I talked to y'all about these chops earlier. Still got my same trusty old grill. It's working fine. Yep, those chops are doing just great on there. I got about, what is that, about 12 or 14 nice grilled chops on there, and they are doing wonderfully. They're doing just what I want them to do. And because they're kind of thick, probably gonna let them cook about 35-40 minutes to make sure they're good and done and nice and tender. And since I've got the lid up, let's go ahead and brush them. Remember that broth that I made to go, that marinade rather. And then when I do this, I'm gonna go ahead and flip them as well. It's a beautiful day to be on the grill, I tell you that. Couldn't have picked a better day, and I believe the kids are gonna even be able to sit out here on the back porch and eat, because it's mid-60s, I think. It feels wonderful out here. And this is just how you just mop those chops with that marinade and just let them cook. Just let them cook. Let me just lift one up to see what's going on. See if they're ready to be. Yeah, because we don't want them to dry out. No, they're not. That one's not ready. I'm going to go ahead and let that cook. I don't think that one was either. Not really. Because I just really turned one about 10 minutes ago. So I'm going to let them continue to cook. And I've got this heat on this grill, not real blazing. I really wanted them to grill. When they cook a little bit more, I'm going to leave this top up and just let that fire sort of kiss them a little bit. So that's where we are with the pork chops. Boy, I am giving you, just like I say, snippets of everything that I'm doing. So hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back again. I'm getting ready now to go ahead and prepare my pulled barbecued beef. Okay, so all this process here is all it is Let me get the pan turned around here so you can see my little squashed cooking space, but it's okay. We're good. Over there. Okay, people, here we go. I'm going to now go ahead and get my dish towel going over here in case I spill grease everywhere. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is to pull this beef apart. It is cooked to perfection. And all you have to do, okay, that's the onions. I'm just going to move them off to the side. And all we got to do with this beef is just start pulling it apart like this. I'll take a little bit of the fat. You know, beef has a little fat in between the marbling part that we so love. And see how it's nice and tender. I can just about take the fork and do it like that to get it apart. I'm going to go ahead and get that little bit of fat out of there. Okay, got some fat in there. And like I said, you don't want to take all the fat because once you get that barbecue sauce and that fat goes well together, trust me. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing this. Really, I need another fork. I need another fork here. And just take and do it. Just hold it with one and pull it apart with the other one. And as you're pulling apart, pull apart, pull apart. I've got my silver pan over there. That's my pan that it's gonna ultimately be left in, and it's gonna go back into the oven, and it'll just get cooked all down into the barbecue sauce for a good 45 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna say is how long we have to cook it. Let me just rinse that off a little bit. That's my bean spoon. I can use cooked beans and cooked meat the same spoon. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and continue pulling. Just get it pulled apart as much, you know, sort of be like, just like that. That's all you need to do. Just pull it. Some more of that fat to the side there. Okay, see how it's tender. You can tell it's tender by the way I'm able to just mash it and it just comes apart with the fork. So what I'm going to do is just continue to do this, and then I'll start transferring it over to my other pan, and I'll put my barbecue sauce in it, and voila, when you see it again, it will be pulled beef barbecue. Okay, here we go. So in the interest of time, I'm going to tune out for a minute. Okay, y'all, here we go. I've got the chops off the grill. They are beautifully browned and pretty much done, but I'm going to tender them up a little bit. I'm going to run through the oven for about 20-30 minutes because I've separated some of that sauce that I marinated with. I had set me some to the side. Now I melted a half a stick of butter in there. And I'm just going to drizzle these chops with that. And this will just help keep them moist, is all. And just get get that flavor going. And I still got to give y'all a recipe for this marinade that I used before and after cooking. I'm holding this bowl with my towel because this bowl is hot. I left it in the oven. I'm going to put it in the microwave and melt that butter. But I use real butter too, by the way, on this. So just put that in there. And I'll leave whatever's left. If anybody want to use it as a dipping sauce, they can. And as you can see, the beef is all shredded up. And I got the barbecue sauce in there. Remember, 6 pounds of roast beef that you cook just like you cook your roast beef any other time. Season it up, cook it, and then just shred it like that. And put that barbecue sauce on it. For 6 pounds, I used a 32-ounce bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's. I used 3/4 cups of sugar. I'm sorry, a half a cup of sugar in there. And let's see, what else did I put? Oh, and another teaspoon of garlic powder. I put in there, and then another couple tablespoons of that steak sauce seasoning. Just mix it. And for me, it's been a while since I made this, but you know how you want it to taste. You may want to add, maybe you want to leave the sugar out. Sweet Baby Ray's is sweet barbecue sauce. You can leave the sugar out if you want to. It just depends on what you want it to taste like. This is how my family likes it. But the basic recipe is just make a roast. Shred it up, season it real good, put the barbecue sauce in there, and then run it back through the oven. It's going to go back into the oven now. And this is just heat it back up real good for about 45 minutes. And when it comes out, it'll be bubbling. That sauce would have cooked through it. You need to leave it in there at least 45 minutes. Same thing on these chops. They've been on the grill. They got the good old smoked grill flavor to them. And I put that marinade over them to keep them nice and moist. And let's see, yeah, got enough of that juice down in the bottom of that pan. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover them. I'm going to send them back to the oven for another 45 minutes. So when we sit down and eat this meal, we want it nice and tender. So these are the two meats that I'm doing today. The beef barbecue pulled beef barbecue and some grilled pork chops. Oh yeah, and I've got some pork chop medallions that I'm going to be frying up. That'll take 20 minutes. I'm going to do that toward the end so they'll be nice, hot, and crispy. So I already got my baked beans in the oven. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and put my barbecue on the same level with my beans, and then I'm going to put my, yeah, they'll fit right there. Ooh. You know what? Yeah, let me switch this around. I'm going to put the beans out the picture. There we go, because that's sort of flat on the top, and I'll slap mine. Okay, that's on 400, but I'm going to change that temperature. I just want those beans to get going. I'm going to switch that down to about 350, and we're going to do like 45 minutes on that. The beans, you know, they'll do their own thing. Start that up. Now I got to get to work on, oh yeah, the Lima beans. They were done. They were done. Okay, back there that's gonna be for my cheese sauce and I think the mac and cheese I'm gonna probably cook it last. I'm gonna go ahead and start cooking my macaroni noodles though, and I've also got to stir fry some cabbage. So I got a couple bags of already shredded cabbage. It's the coarse coleslaw mix. So I'm gonna be stir frying that in just a few seconds. So hold on, and I'll be right back.